and then
That all sounds right.
do a thing. Should we do a thing?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
So do you think we're ever going to see Cluze again?
Nah.
Last I heard, he went to Stonehenge, and so my understanding is that that means alien.
Aliens.
So that might be the end of Cluze.
I'm not saying it was aliens,
No, that'd be foolish. You never say it.
but it was aliens. I love that guy.
It's perpetually entertaining.
So you think that's been long enough? It's been almost
I
a
hope
minute.
so. Been a little while.
I don't know. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Goblin ringleader.
And that's how it works.
Yeah,
I mean, the collective noun for goblins is still circus, so I accept that.
it is.
A circus of goblins just makes sense.
God, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What if they're not Rakdos goblins?
Well, that's more of a carnival.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see the difference now. All right, shall we thumbnail something?
Yeah.
Okay. What's he got?
Because I always grab props. It's just going to be like,
What? Rice Krispie treats cereal?
they changed it. Wrong now.
Wait, Hang on, wait. Was Rice Krispies treats cereal a thing already?
Rice Krispie Treats cereal's been around for like 20 years.
We're not talking Rice Krispies. We're talking Rice Krispies
No,
treats
Rice
cereal.
Krispie Treat cereal was around for like 20 years.
I've never seen this or heard
But
of
the
it.
thing is, for the longest time, it was actually like Rice Krispie Treats that they ground up and then you just drank with milk. And it was delicious. What they've done is they have changed it with a new recipe that consists of just Rice Krispies with marshmallows. Yeah. Wrong.
That's kind of awful.
That is some wrong.
Okay then. All right, let's.
Not like the equation was that complicated, and they always told me how to make it, so they know. They're just
All right.
wrong.
Well, do your pose, and I'll do it something. Wait, you're slightly off camera.
Oh.
Wait, lean back slightly, I think. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll go. Okay, that's a thumbnail.
All right. Not sure of product placement.
Oh yeah, chat.
Let's be
points
real
out,
though. If we're going for like bad for you cereal, accept no substitute.
So chat pointed out you bought it anyway. Was that to try it?
No. So one of my friends was doing a birthday party on Saturday, and we joked for a while about doing a horror movies with cereal party. So I got a bunch of different cereals that people were nostalgic for, and brought them there, and then I hung onto the boxes, so I could do dumb things like this.
Okay. Gotcha. And also, I am the dork just subbed for the 21st month. He says, you're just jealous because the flying monkeys belong to me. What? Did I miss something there? Was that a reference that we made? Or is he just being random like usual?
I mean, if Captain America gets that reference, I certainly don't. No, Stark, I don't buy things out of spite. I've given up on that path. Like, if I were going to have this experience without buying it, I would have just taken the picture in the store.
He would have, too.
Like,
He
I
has
do that
sent
all
me
the
pictures
time.
of things from the store.
Yeah. It's just what we do. Like, my phone is full of ridiculous pictures taken in the store. When Pokemon Go gave us sleeping Snorlaxes, I took pictures of hangover Snorlax everywhere I went for a week. It was great. Like, it just made me happy. I got one of them where he's lying down on top of the ice cream counter in like a cold stone with one of his paws in the chocolate. It was beautiful. This is what I want in life, and I found it. But no, I don't buy things just to hate them. But like, that was one of those things where I saw Rice Krispie treats. I hadn't seen it in like 15 years. I'm like, okay, I'm buying that, and then I bought it. And then later I discovered that the formula was changed because I don't read the cover of the box. I just know that it's Rice Krispie treats, so I bought it. And now I'm disappointed.
All right then.
And now you all understand.
And now we're gonna start the show, shall we? Let's start the show.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So here we go. Ow, jam! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Monday Night Magic here on twitch.tv/themanapool. I am Chewie. You can tell because I'm wearing a Chewbacca shirt, see?
That is a telltale indicator.
Yes, and with me, as always, is Polo.
Yes, I am Polo. I am known for my discovery to the Far East to bring back spaghetti, but I somehow screwed up the name, and that's why we have ramen.
I was making fun of your shirt, see, because
I know you were, and I took it a level further.
You just went right with it.
Yeah.
All right, that's Squee. You can tell because it says that under his polo shirt.
True, it is. Bye-bye.
Cluze
the real thing with me is just talking without thinking and then seeing what hole I get at.
Baby. Cluze is not with us again this week because where's Cluze now? Is he still across the pond?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Pinball Witch threw 10 bits. He is Chewy because he's full of gristle. That's true. Gristle is my brand.
Like I saw it coming. But there was nothing I could do to stop it.
That was awesome.
There was nothing I could do to stop it. It's like you see the plane going down and you're like, I could run out and try to catch it, but that would just kill me too.
Oh, I needed that. So, yes. I'm Chewy.
That's how you get judge tested. Just be careful.
This is Monday Night Magic, where we talk about all of the Magic the Gathering news of the week.
I think our number is one behind.
What? No, this is still 656, right?
I think that was last week.
Was that last week?
Because we made the joke about palindromic.
Oh, crap. No one changed the show notes. No.
That's true. Now it has to be changed on the fly.
Okay, there we go.
Take that, thumbnail. Teach you to be accurate.
Oh, now I gotta.
Now you gotta work.
I have to, do editing on the freaking thumbnail. Great.
Oh, that's sad. We'll take another one later. Don't worry about it.
No, we won't.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we'll just do something ridiculous on the show, and that'll work out.
Yeah, that'll work. Except I don't watch the show again, so whatever. But anyway.
That's fine.
So we're here to talk about the Magic news of the week. Let us begin with a follow-up from something from last week. Last week we mentioned that all of those websites that Curse owned were getting shut down. For the purposes of this show, that was MTG Salvation, but we also mentioned... What's the Hearthstone one? Hearthpwn. But apparently, those sites have been sold to Magic Find. Whoever that is. So
magicfind.us, you say?
Yeah, apparently so. Let's click on magicfind.us and see what it is. Well...
Responsive.
Our products are... And look, it's the sites they just bought, and maybe some that they already owned. I don't know. I have no idea who these people are or what they do, and frankly, I don't care.
What they do is consume Salvation. Yeah,
they bought Salvation. Now, Squee found earlier that apparently Salvation didn't expect... The staff at Salvation didn't expect this to happen because they'd already, there was a, hey, we're shutting down notice. So they'd gone off to make MTG Nexus.
Yeah, they'd said originally when they were closing this that they're like, yeah, we're working on all these other things and we're just going to spend our energy on that now. And so it's like, well, apparently you can spend your energy on that thing and Salvation will go elsewhere. So,
yeah,
weird.
So the people behind MTG Salvation are going to do MTG Nexus, but Salvation itself will still exist in some capacity, along with Hearthpwn and whatever else.
Yeah.
Like, I went to Hearthpwn's website, and this was exactly the same, copy-pasted, except for where right here where it says MTG Salvation, someone had changed it to Hearthbone.
Yeah, if you were to look in the comprehensive rules, that would actually just say site name.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and
just
and
how
no
that
brackets.
works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there you go. There you go. That's the news on that.
Yeah.
I have no comment because I haven't been to Salvation for,
It's been a while.
I'm gonna say, at least 8 years.
There was a period of time where it was the center of the Magic preview community. That time has passed.
I need that. Yeah, I never went to it there for that reason.
Yeah.
So. All right then. There you
And
go.
now it's gone.
But not gone.
Yeah. Now it is still here, but with a -1/-1 counter.
Or several, it turns out.
Yeah.
Hey, Apple Cork just subbed for the 24th month. Holy crap,
that's
2
multiple
years.
years now.
He's told the second year is cotton. Someone buy him some underwear.
I mean, if you've been here for 2 years, you might need it.
Yeah. All right, so moving on. Let's go to the actual news and get away from this nonsense. The Wizards Play Network website sent this out. 15 changes every retailer should know about M20, or Core Set 2020.
Which I would just like to state before we get into it. That sounds remarkably clickbaity.
It
So
does.
well played. Well
Yeah.
played.
Okay, so first up, the foil ratio is being changed from 1 in 67 to 1 in 45. All right.
That's a big shift, actually.
It is pretty big, yeah.
It's like
We don't know any details on this, other than what it says on the pack is different. We don't know if this is counting foil tokens or something.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know if anything has actually changed in the amount of foils, or if the way they calculate it has changed.
Yeah. All we know is that it means there will be more by some metric. So,
Yeah.
given how often they put out those articles explaining, the differences in paper and stuff, we'll probably get something eventually.
Maybe.
We'll see.
All right, then. Moving on. Number 2, the Core Set 2020 bundles come with 20 foil lands, an alternate art foil promo card, and an oversized spin down life counter.
There's the extra foils. We solved it. Go team. Probably not what they meant.
So the bundle is what used to be known as a fat pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. You should schedule your events when your kit arrives. Okay, that's just for the retailers. With M20, you can they can start doing Friday pre-releases.
Yeah.
So that's cool. It still says, note that the official start time is 3 p.m. in your local time. I really hope that's not true.
Places that do the 3 p.m. start time are probably making a mistake, but I also acknowledge that given this is going to be a holiday weekend for people in America, they may actually have some 3 p.m. start times. Like, a lot of people are not going to be going to work on Friday, July 5, and school is obviously out. So check with your store before you make plans that day to see when they're doing it, because it might be earlier than you're used to, in addition to being on Friday.
Yeah. Or, so I really hope that that's just like the earliest time you can do it, and people can start it at like 7, which would
I suspect
make
most
the most
places
sense.
on non-holiday weekends will probably start it just in the F&M slot,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
because they've already trained their people to be there for that. But I wouldn't be surprised if people were running like multiple
Oh,
flights
wait a
starting
minute.
at 3.
I think this means the official start time is the start time for Windows to run pre-release, now that I'm reading it again. I don't think it means you have to start at 3 p.m. Anyway. All right, moving
see.
on. The first ever Commander event will be August 24th and 25th. Apparently that'll be Magic Weekend and coincides with the release of Commander 2019. Do we know anything about that yet?
Just that they're doing it.
Okay.
Although calling it the first ever Commander event is very questionable, but like the actual detail of coinciding with the release of Commander 2019 is like, yeah, sure, okay, that makes sense. That'll be fun.
There are 5 Planeswalker decks this time around. One of which is Mu Yan Ling, which is pretty cool.
Neat.
Planeswalker decks will be on sale at the open house June 29th and 30th.
Quick question as someone who doesn't Arena. Does the Planeswalker decks coming with a code to unlock the entire deck on Magic Arena, is that new or is that how they've all worked?
That's how they've worked for the last
Okay.
2 at least, I think. Possibly more.
Okay. Neat.
Yep. Your Spellslinger starter kit is reduced cost. Oh, this is the super entry level thing. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it says reduced cost, so that's cool. So people can either sell them for less or sell them for more at greater profit. Or sell them for the same amount at greater profit. But that seems to defeat the whole purpose. So hopefully they won't do that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The WPN premium thing on the store locator goes into event sometime around M20. So if you want to do that as a retailer, go do it.
Neat.
They're doing the best of 1 events and drafts at the pre-release as test events. Oh, wait. Oh, drafts at pre-release. Excuse me, I misread this. Best of 1 events and drafts at pre-release. In premium locations between August 1st and September 15th. Okay. And premium stores will have an extra case of boosters specifically to run drafts.
That's nice.
All right, cool. Let's see here. Magic Arena codes at FNM. Everyone, let's see. North American WPN members who've signed up for M20 FNM will receive Magic Arena code cards to hand out. Oh. Okay. Here we go. The London Mulligan officially begins with Magic 2020.
Yeah.
So that's important to know. The Universal Promo Pack will begin with Core Set 2020, which we'll talk more about that in just a second.
Yeah.
You get new welcome decks, as you do every year. And the buy a box allocation is changing to be based on your tickets and engaged player totals instead of just based on your store level. So hopefully that'll help stores get more stuff or something.
Yeah, if you have a store or your store is opened with these kinds of things, I would be curious to hear how many people have seen much of a change, because I don't know the breakdown on these, but theoretically this will allow them to calibrate things closer to expected need, but I don't know how many people that's going to help and who's going to hurt. So if your store sees a difference, I'd be interested in hearing it.
Okay. Now, for the Universal Promo Packs, we go to this beautifully illustrated page here. Look at this. Look at this banner. Isn't that pretty?
I really appreciate their commitment to an RGB CMYK balance. It's important that we get the full K experience with your CMYK coloring. It's a rich black. It's very nice. I'm pretty confident that if you were to print this, you would be wasting only 1 of the colors of ink available. So, you know, that's efficient. And most importantly, you don't actually have to worry about any kind of JPEG degradation here because the compression is perfect.
I mean, Squee knows his stuff. So, okay, now, these are, instead of getting individual different promo packs for each event thing, stores just get a bunch of these promo packs to be used for whatever. And these promo packs are 4 cards. 1 is a promo stamped rare or mythic rare from the most recent set, which could be any rare or mythic rare. Slot 2 is a promo stamped rare or mythic rare from a short curated list from standard legal sets, handpicked by Magic's Design Studio, and you have a 25% chance of being an alternate art Japanese planeswalker. And here's the slot 2 list. The link will be in the show notes, so feel free to go check it out. There's a lot here, though. Slot 3 is a promo stamped alternate art basic land, and slot 4 is the promo slot. So, let's see. Oh, this is like the MNM promos.
Yep. We've got 5 of them.
Yeah, alternate frame cards. And here it says here and there we'll throw a curveball. So right now the 5 cards are Corpse Knight, Disfigure, Flame Sweep, Negate, and Thrashing Bronto Dave. Man, it's good to see Bronto Dave getting his love.
Well, I mean, you know, he's a Thrashing Bronto Dave. I respect that.
Right? So yeah, you'll get one of those in your slot 4 slot.
And we'll show you what those look like in a moment, too.
Oh, we will?
There are other pages that have a higher art budget than this one.
Oh, hey, yeah, look at that. Yeah, this one doesn't even have a color budget, for God's sake.
No.
Wait, I guess the bullets next to each card are kind of an orange.
That's true. You gotta earn that CSS.
I guess. So yeah. There you go. If you want to see what the curated list is, like I said, the link's in the show notes. It's all of this. There's a lot. Let me pick out a few randomly. Settle the Wreckage. Sorceress Spyglass. Gilded Lotus. Galta Primal Hunger. Resplendent Angel, and Aurelia Exemplar of Justice. There, I picked out however many that was.
Have some randoms.
Would you like to pick some out too, Squee, or are you good?
Goblin Chain Whirler. The Immortal Sun. Me. That's enough for me.
Oh, are you on here?
Yeah, buddy.
These also aren't in any sort of order that I can see, so...
Not that I can tell.
I still haven't seen you. It's not that I don't believe that you're here, it's that I don't believe it when you speak. Oh, Squee the Immortal. There he is. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, then. Moving on.
Moving on.
That's the same link we were just looking. Here we go. Core Set 2020 promos and packaging.
Swag.
All right, so the buy a box is, again, this is the same deal as before, right? It's still exclusive to the buy a box promo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get, how do you say that? Rien?
I'm going to say Rhine because I'm pretending it's Angelic Reinhardt, but that's wrong. So I think yeah, it's probably Rien. I don't know. I don't speak Angel.
When you play Angel Rebirth, you have to go catchphrase. All right, I haven't seen this card.
German beer.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rien, Angel of Rebirth for 2, a red, a green, and a white. It's a 5/4 legendary angel with flying. Other multicolored creatures you control get +1/+0. Whenever another multicolored creature you control dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, so it's a Naya commander.
Yes. Very much so.
Gotcha.
As a flying Naya commander. Which I can respect. Neat.
Yeah. Plus, she's ginger, so it's all that matters. I said it's all that matters.
Well, I mean, if that's one of your criteria, then wait till we scroll down.
Yes. Okay, the bundle promo. Oh, the card that's in the 2020 bundle is this alternate version of Chandra's Regulator.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what's Chandra's Regulator?
It's a 1 in a red rare legendary artifact. Whenever you activate a loyalty ability of a Chandra Planeswalker, you may pay 1 generic mana. If you do, copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. You'd also pay 1 and tap the artifact and discard a mountain card or a red card to draw a card.
Huh. All right. Interesting. You can... Huh, okay. Because it's Chandra, so they couldn't just say tap, discard a card, draw a card.
I appreciate the ability to do something with your mountains, because things that care about red cards don't care about mountains. So this is pretty much just if you're playing Cluze's deck, tap, discard a card, pay 1 to get another Cluze's deck card. So it'll feed on itself pretty well. And then Chandra does things twice, and that's cool.
Sure. Let's see. Okay, here are the promo packs. Stores can run events during the Core Set 2020 season and award Core Set 2020 promo packs to players in those events, including the open house, which is June 29th and 30th. As people mentioned in the chat like 8 times while we were talking about the promo packs, yes, they can give out promo packs as early as open house, but only for open house. And then for pre-release the next week, and then for draft weekend the next week. And then for Magic Weekend too.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, here are the alternate art lands. Very pretty. Have we seen these? I think we've seen these before, haven't we?
Like specifically this art? I don't know.
I swear this mountain looks... I mean, this mountain, I say as I point to the island, looks familiar.
I mean, islands are mountains. Never tell Cluze, it'll make him sad.
And here are the promo versions of Corpse Knight, Negate, Disfigure, and Flame Sweep. That are all very pretty. Oh, and Bronto Dave. In all his glory. In all his glory!
Majestic.
Oh, okay, and that's it.
And then you get some pretty box art.
Oh, hey, yeah, the box
Chandra
art.
fighting some spirit dragons or something.
Or something. Spirit something or other. And then in the boosters we have a Johnny and Mu Yanling and Soren.
Yeah.
And let's see, so a Johnny, Mu Yanling, and Soren, and Chandra, of course, and Vivian Reed are the 5 Planeswalker decks for M20.
Yeah.
It's so weird that it's called Core Set 2020, but we're still shorthanding that to M20.
Yeah.
But whatever. So there you go. There's your packaging and promo stuff. Cool?
Enjoy. Yeah.
Cool.
Neat.
So, never-ending preview season
Never ends.
never ends. So, we're on Core Set 2020 previews already. And they've done the thing again where you can see where to find Core Set 2020 previews. So, there's this giant list of who's getting previews when. And it ends on June 24th, which is a Monday. What?
No, it's next Monday, yeah.
Weird.
They clearly wanted us to have all the previews in time for next week's Monday Night Magic. Maybe the rule is that they have to preview all of the cards before Cluze gets back.
That's probably it, yeah.
Yeah.
And because Cluze is currently across a pond, I don't know if Cluze has been on the internet much today, so he might not even know about Goblin Ringleader in M20.
He may not.
But he will soon.
That is one of those things that follows you around the world.
It is, yeah. All right. I wonder why they begin on the 20th, or they end on the 24th. We get a week and a day.
Yeah.
That's odd. I wonder if they have something planned or if they just are bad at this game.
I don't know.
Oh well. We'll find out. So, of course, we have the card image gallery, which at the moment only has the 3 Chandras from the Gizmodo article.
Yep.
Because it won't update till tomorrow.
It's going to be Cluze's favorite card image gallery that he's never seen because it's all red, all Chandra, all the time.
Yeah, red all cards, and if you click on red, you get these cards, but if you click on all cards, you get these cards. So yeah, this is Cluze heaven, which is why he's not here. That's how they were able to do it.
That's how it worked out.
Yeah. All right. Now, I know Squee wanted to mention one card in particular just because there are weird things about it.
Yeah. So I put a link to it, which you can see up in there. So this card popped out earlier today. Atemsis, comma, all seeing. 3 blue, 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 legendary creature Sphinx. Rare 4/5 flying. 2 and a blue and tap. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the part that caught my attention. Whenever Atemsis All-Seeing deals damage to an opponent, you may reveal your hand. If cards with at least 6 different converted mana cost are revealed this way, that player loses the game. There's a lot of weird going on there.
The first thing is it doesn't say combat damage.
No, it doesn't. If you've got other ways to allow this to deal damage to an opponent, then that'll work. Be it, tap it with a longbow, you want to go old, or else that allows a creature to deal damage. Give it trample, give it whatever, hit them. Plenty of options. If you were to hit multiple opponents with it, it would apply to all of them. So that's neat too.
We'll just ignore that technical difficulty. He doesn't know what happens. Shh.
Do what?
You went real robot hard there for a quick second. It was funny.
Nice. Cool. Rolling with it. As long as people understand vaguely what I'm saying, I don't actually care. But yeah, so the reason that it stood out to me was because it brought up a question that I didn't remember the exact circumstances for. It says, if you remember back in Amonkhet, they changed the rules for how split cards work in terms of converted mana cost. And I could not remember it for the life of me. So rather than going and looking it up like a responsible person, I just posted to Twitter and asked, like, okay, so does this or does this not mean that cards from there can count twice? And like the short answer without all of the convoluted conversation about it is that no, because the card's value in your hand is the sum of the 2 halves of it. Since this doesn't care what things are on the stack, which is the only circumstance where they're different, it would just be the sum. Now, what that does mean is that you could run a bunch of cards that effectively cost the same to play and still fill out different steps on the pyramid for different cost purposes, like having things that are like a 5, a 6, and a 7 that all cost like 2 or 3, assuming these cards exist. I've not looked them up. So there are ways that you can use that, but ultimately I don't see any way that you could do this without having at least 6 cards in your hand. Like, I don't see any way to double dip.
Well, that's because there isn't.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's... Well, the thing is, like, if cards with at least 6 different costs are revealed this way, was a little weird wording to me. So I'm like, wait, you worded it that way. Does that mean that there's a way to do this with less than 6 cards? And like, no, there's not. It's just they worded it that way because they worded it that way.
Because that's how it works in the rules.
That's the current templating. Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. I would like to point out that the first 4 times I read this card, I read a different name. And then finally, just before we started, I actually read it properly. It's Atemsis, and that's a dumb name.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So, all right then. That is that. Is there anything else? Like, obviously there's that was my elbow. Obviously there's a lot of cards to talk about.
Yeah, and that's why we have a mana pool.
That is true, yeah. You could totally come over to the mana pool where we will talk about as many of these cards as we can manage.
Yeah, considering you're getting all the preview cards so fast, I'll have a bit to talk about.
Yeah. It is nice that Never Ending Preview Season actually has an end coming, but I wonder how long until we get the Commander previews.
Per tradition, you will get them after the pre-release and before this set goes on sale. It'll just happen right then. There will not even be 3 days of hype about it. Like, if you remember how long ago it was that Modern Horizons came out before we jumped into this.
Didn't Modern Horizons come out this weekend? Or was it last
Like a week ago. Yeah. It came out like
No, the
9 days
pre-release
ago.
was last week.
Oh, the actual sale was this weekend? Yeah. Okay, then. So, yes, my flippant response is accurate now. That's probably when you'll hear about it.
Huh. Awkward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then.
Let's go back to this real quick.
Yeah.
Who's got what was in this article today? Did you see the Octoprophet?
I have not.
It's just a 3/3 for 3 and a blue common octopus when it enters the battlefield scry 2. But it's called Octoprophet. Cuz it's scries.
Yeah. I wonder if this is a reference to that octopus that could predict Super Bowl winners or World Cup winners or some other sporting event.
What?
Yeah, I don't remember like what sport it was. It was like World Cup scores or the Super Bowl or something. But there was this octopus that for years, like people found some way to follow its behavior and determine who was going to win, like with the exact scores. And they did this like 6 times. Like it was really strange. I wouldn't be able to make that up. Like this was a thing. So I don't know. Maybe people in the chat have the details of this. I just remember it being a weird thing at the time too.
It was World Cup soccer, and it picked winners by choosing and eating candy decorated with the team colors.
Okay.
Huh. Okay then.
Well, there you go then. Yeah, I knew someone would remember the details on this. I just remembered it being weird.
Thank you, chat.
I'm glad you're here.
And thank you, Squee. I would never.
Like, I don't know if that was the goal, but I want to believe.
Oh God. Okay. Another thing we found out with today's previews is that some color hate is coming back.
Oh yeah.
Alias V showed us Devout Decree, which exile target creature or planeswalker that's black or red, scry 1 for 1 and a white. So that's pretty cool. Oh my God, his name actually was Paul. Hang on, we're gonna just skip
Completely derail off of this.
So this
there's magic, but now we are going to be preoccupied with Octoprophecy.
Oh no, hang on. I have to fix the. Okay, so Paul the Octopus. Aw, apparently he died in 2010.
Yeah.
So Paul's keepers would present him with 2 boxes containing food. The boxes were identical, except that they were decorated with the different team flags of the competitors in an upcoming football match. Whichever box Paul ate from first was considered his prediction for which team would win the match. Correctly chose the winning team in 4 of Germany's 6 Euro 2008 matches and all 7 of their matches in the 2010 World Cup, including Germany's 3rd place playoff win over Uruguay. He also correctly chose Spain as the winner of the 2010 FIFA World Cup final. All in all, Paul amassed an overall record of 12 correct predictions out of 14. Huh. That's pretty awesome, Paul.
Well played.
Let's pull up this
now
picture.
You have an invitational magic card.
Let's pull up this picture of Paul. Paul was adorable.
Well done, Paul.
A moment of silence, everyone, for Paul, who has been gone now these 9 years.
Too pure for this world.
He was. He really was. I'm so sure. How have we done this? How has this happened? This is your fault, Squee.
I accept that. I accept that.
Anyway, so yeah, we've got color hate again. How long has it been since we saw straight up color hate? Like,
it's been a while.
Was it core sets?
Yeah, like core sets are usually where those show up.
Yeah.
Unless it was like a specifically color matters thing, which we haven't actually done in a while because for all of our trips back to Ravnica, it's been way more guild themes matter. And when we were in the shards, it was multicolor or not. It wasn't actually color hate. Shards or wedges or whatever. Cons.
What did Martial Carvalho get? Cryptic Caves. What is this? Taps for colorless. Uncommon land. Taps for colorless. Pay 1, tap and sack Cryptic Caves. Draw a card. Activate this ability only if you control 5 or more lands. You know, that's not bad. Huh, okay.
Fun for limited.
I guess. Didn't Gabby get something cool? Oh yeah, Gabby got the ley line. A new ley line of combustion. 2 red for a rare enchantment, of course. If it's in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield, like you do with ley lines.
As their name, yeah.
Whenever you and or at least one permanent you control... Hang on. Whenever you and or at least one permanent you control, okay, becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, ley line of combustion deals 2 damage to that player. Whenever you and or at least one permanent you control... This is what the Discord server was talking about. I didn't actually see what card they were talking about.
Oh.
So it's worded that way so that things that target multiple times, like the Chandra's spell that deals 1 to you or 1 to something else,
Yeah.
will still only trigger the ley line once.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Yeah. Alright, that's pretty cool. At least one permanent you control, so not...
Not counter spells.
Yeah, not spells. Gotcha.
I like the spell or ability part, though.
Oh. I didn't even notice that.
The or ability part actually pretty significant, because a lot of the time the red decks suffer from, like, oh, it's a tapper. Well, okay. If you wanna.
Yeah, chat is pointing out that this is Red's answer to Storm. Yes, because this will kill first, because this triggers when they target you, so that they'll die.
Yeah, they won't just get to
kill
you before it responds.
That's pretty funny. How about Andrea Mengucci? Oh, this is it. Yep, the Scheming Symmetry. This card is trippy.
That was neat.
Tell us about it real quick.
I don't have it open, so I'm gonna look at the stream for a sec. All right. So, Scheming Symmetry is a single black mana sorcery. Rare. Choose 2 target players. Each of them searches their library for a card, then shuffles their library and puts that card on top of it. It's simple, but there's a few things to consider here. So first of all, it's a sorcery.
Yep.
So because you're putting the cards on top, your opponent will get their card first if you don't have any extra card draw going on. Also, it means you can't, like, cheese it by doing it in response to, or rather, after they've, put something on top of their library before they draw it. There's none of that nonsense. It's just straight up.
Right.
Go digging. But yeah, like, it's only a black, so that's pretty neat. It's choosing 2 players. Like, you don't have to choose yourself. If you want to play politics, you can, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's one of those things where, like, when I first looked at it, I'm like, oh, this is really neat. And the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, this is a really cool card that I don't know a good way to exploit. So I guess that's a sign of it being a well-made card. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things that the spikes are going to be less into unless they have 100% faith in their cards being better than their opponent's cards. Or it, triggering off of people searching and other cool things like that. But it's neat. This is
Yeah.
a Mike card.
This is a Mike card.
So if you want real thinking about it, Mike will probably talk about this on Thursday.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Mike, my beardy co-host, it's Mike's birthday, which means
Birthday!
it's my mom's birthday.
Whoa.
No,
That's
Mike is
suspicious.
not my mom, before you ask.
No. I never thought that. But now
Well, I know you didn't. I meant the
I've met both of them, but not at the same time.
All right, then. Well, how about we fooled around long enough? Let's go hit these two tournaments.
Okay.
So, this weekend there were two GPs. There was Copenhagen, and there was Washington, D.C.
Yep.
These are Modern Horizons Limited, so they don't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to talk niche, here you go.
They matter even less than normal limited events because this isn't going to happen again.
Yeah. But it's cool. Like, I hope the people playing had fun. I will note that for the Copenhagen one, the description on the page says over 1,300 players from all over the world. But the listings that they had for like breakdowns of people, rankings, and all that all stopped at 1,300 even. So either their system fell at exactly 1,300, in which case it's just not showing me the rest, so I can't give you a real number, or it coincidentally was exactly 1,300 and the text is lying to us. Either way, alien.
I'm going to go with the text is lying to us because
yeah,
these always start with over the word over, like over such and such players. Meh.
Yeah, there's like a 1 in 100 chance that it's actually falling on something divisible by 100. Throwing that out there. That's math. So you want to talk about the people that did stuff?
I was just told that GP Seattle is this weekend, and it's also Modern Horizons sealed. Sorry. Won't happen again outside of this limited window when it's cool to do.
Yeah. This is not going to be a format that you will see at other GPs ongoing. Plus, in general, we don't talk a lot about these because you can't really pull away neat. Like, that's the it deck. It's get good cards, play cards well.
Yeah.
Note to draft.
So, this is Copenhagen with 1,300 players, and Kim Homsma. I hope that's right. Won the whole thing. Look at that face.
Hooray.
He's all like, in second place, we had Christopher Larson. In third and fourth, in no particular order, because I refuse to play their game anymore, we have wait, that's an RN. Tornros and Arnie Huschenbeth.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the top 8 are Martin Dang, Casper Nielsen, Simon Nielsen, and Etienne Terrani. Go team, go. Then that's everybody.
Yeah. Congratulations, top 8 people.
Okay, moving on. Hey, look, we had GPDC. And there was actual, apparently, video coverage at this one. And, like, only this one.
Yeah.
So, yay. 2 of the Manipool dorks were there. Brian and Mike went to GPDC.
Oh, did they win?
No.
Oh.
But I couldn't... Where's all the information?
That's why I'm asking, because I didn't see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joseph Wagner won.
That we know. That we know.
All right. The rest of the top 8, in no particular order, apparently, are Nicholas Delval, Z-Do, that's the coolest name ever. Somebody get this guy in the MPL. Shuhei Nakamura, Ben Weitz, Ryan Leake, Robert Lee, and Ryan Normandin. Wow.
I apologize. We do not have a breakdown of who came in where.
What do they think? Because they have video coverage, there's a video box here. They don't have to put anything else on this page?
I don't know, man.
What the hell, dudes? But I guess it's event 20, so they're still working things out. By the way, Channel Fireball, if you go to coverage.channelfireball.com/event/20, you'll get to GPDC. Because I can't see where that would ever cause a problem in the future, ever.
I mean, not to be confused with /2, that was a different event. And someday /200.
Okay, then. But yeah, Mike ended up with 3 points before he dropped, and I never heard from Brian about anything, so I looked him up, and he ended up with 6 points before he dropped. So they both didn't last very long.
Oh. Well, I hope they had fun.
Mike said that he mostly had fun, yeah.
Well, good then.
Yeah.
8 weeks.
So that's cool. I still haven't heard from Brian. I don't know. I even told him Happy Father's Day and got no response. I don't know. Maybe he had his phone off and never turned it back on ever.
The end.
The end. So yeah, that's your tournament news, because there was no SCG event.
Correct.
And just 2 limited GPs. So that's it. We're done.
Yeah. Well, I hope you've been enjoying Monday Night Magic here on twitch.tv/themanipool.
Yeah. So now, for those of you watching live, don't leave, because we're gonna watch. We're gonna open this box after the show. Oh, that's really heavy to pick up with one hand at this angle. But for now, we're going to stop Monday Night Magic once we do all the sign-out stuff. So, Squee, go.
All right. You can find me on Twitter at SqueeGoblin2Bob. There's no I in Goblin because the I was hanging out with Brian, and then I haven't heard from either of them in days. So I hope the I gets Brian home safe. Beyond that, I would like to note that I recently finished watching The Tick on Amazon. And I'm sad that there are apparently not going to be more seasons of it because it was really good. So it needed more seasons, and now I'm sad. And apparently Jessica Jones came out on Friday, and I somehow missed the news that that was the date that came out. So I need to set aside some time to watch that too, so I can wrap up the Netflix Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because everything's ending, apparently. All over the place. Yeah, it snuck out on me. Yeah, nobody knew that came out. We were all surprised.
Yeah, it just appeared on my Netflix feed, and I went.
Yeah, I got an email from Netflix on Friday. They're like, you might like this because you've watched every single other MCU show. And I'm like, you're right. I might like that. Thanks. No idea. I thought it was coming out later in the summer. But yeah.
So wait, that reminds me. I finished Iron Fist Season 2.
Yeah.
And I really dug the last episode, and now I'm pissed that there's not going to be a third season because the end of that was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But so what do I watch next? What was the next one?
After Iron Fist would be Punisher or Daredevil.
Well, yeah, those are the two options. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm remembering.
I think it was Daredevil first. And
Daredevil came out before Punisher. There.
Okay, so now I got to watch Daredevil Season 3.
Yes.
And then Punisher Season 2.
Then Punisher.
And then Jessica Jones Season 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Got there.
Yeah. Okay, you may continue, sir. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just throwing that out there, and just in the general world of tons of movies and stuff. Like, I think Toy Story comes out this week.
I think so. Yeah.
So we'll have some Toy Story. Eventually, we'll get some Men in Black, and then Spider-Man comes out on Tuesday to confuse me. So I don't even know what's going on in the media world, but fun.
Wait, Spider-Man?
Yeah.
What?
Spider-Man comes out on July 2nd.
Oh, not... Okay. I was thinking like next Tuesday, and I'm like, no,
No.
no, it doesn't.
On a Tuesday. I'm just pointing out that everything is weird now.
Gotcha. I'm with you now.
There's stuff all over the place.
All right then.
But yeah, so that's all of my nonsense right now. Cluze is not here, but he did send us a picture of Stonehenge, so he might actually be with Alien.
Probably.
Like, it was pretty early in the day for us, but it was definitely daytime where he was. So I think they took him to another planet. It's just what you do at Stonehenge.
Or what you do with Cluze.
I mean, that's true. Like, the ultimate sky check is the one where you see it from the other side, so that could happen.
All right. So let's see. I finished Iron Fist Season 2. I watched the fourth season of Sherlock finally. That was pretty cool. I'm glad it's over though.
It's like, yeah, I wasn't as big a fan of that one, but I get you.
I'm still watching The Blacklist and X-Files and a bit of Fry and Laurie, I guess. It counts as the thing that I'm watching.
That's fun to pretend is a
really
prequel
good.
to House.
It is even better if you think of it as a prequel to House, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just started the last series. It's one that I can have playing on the iPad while I'm like working on stuff. Mm-hmm. So I've been running through the last couple series of it pretty quick. It's pretty funny. Although they seem to have instituted the audio, the stage audience laughing over top of everything in the final series, which is kind of a pain because when they're like doing the stuff that they filmed before and the audience is laughing over it and you can't hear what they're saying, I'm like,
yeah.
But whatever.
Same reason I don't actually like live music as much. Like, I don't actually want to enjoy things with other people. It's just distracting.
All right, so you're going to come over and we're going to watch Jessica Jones together while I just talk in your direction the entire time.
If you manage to catch up on the Netflix series you haven't seen before I do, then I deserve that.
Is that a challenge? Because
I mean, it's a dangerous game.
Anyway, so if you want to see other stuff that I do, I stream on twitch.tv/themanapool right here all the time. I stream Monday Night Magic and the Manapool podcast live. Monday Night Magic is on Monday night, and the Manapool is on Thursday nights. Stream those live here. Then they get turned into YouTube videos and podcasts, later. There's the other stuff that I stream here lately. I'm not going to lie, it's been Dota Underlords. Well, okay, there was one Dota Underlords stream, but it's going to be a lot more. It's going to be a lot more. I loved Dota Auto Chess, the mod, despite all its flaws, which means I desperately love Underlords.
Yeah.
Desperately. It's so great. And other stuff. I stream other stuff here, too. I'm going to get back to streaming some Hearthstone, stream some other games. I'm thinking of doing Zelda 2. God help us all.
You're truly braver than I.
I mean, I like Zelda 2. There's a difficulty spike at the very end that actually makes me hate playing the entire game.
Mm-hmm. I didn't make it to the end, so I would never be happy there.
Ah.
Alternatively, playing it when I'm not 7 might also have a different effect.
Yeah, I never liked it when I was a kid, but as I've gotten older, I really do appreciate it more.
Yeah, there's a lot of old games that I hated as a child and liked more on a revisit because, like, I'm more patient now.
Yeah.
Or I just see it as the challenge it's supposed to be rather than just being angry that it doesn't do what I want.
Yeah. Although I do still hate some of the later, God, what are they called? Palaces in Zelda 2. Because they're just needlessly douchebaggy.
I mean, that's the same reason I can't actually enjoy, like, Ghouls and Ghosts. Like, I respect the concept of it and the people that are good at it. It's miserable for me to play. It's just cheap all the time.
Sorry, you mentioned Ghouls and Ghosts, and
You had a natural reaction to that.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Also, there's one YouTube video that goes up every day, sometimes two, over on youtube.com/themanapool. At the moment, I'm still cycling between the end of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate World of Light mode. I'm getting so close. I'm down to the final 3 streams. Well, 2 streams. It's 3 videos because... Did my internet go out or something? I had 2 streams from the final day for some reason. But anyway, I'm down to the final 2 streams of that. I'm still working on the Legend of Zelda Second Quest videos on YouTube. And also, I'm churning through the rest of my auto chess videos that I had so I can start putting up Underlords videos. So, yeah, hell yeah. And I hope the microphone didn't pick that up, or maybe I hope it did, because I don't know what my neighbors are doing, but that's literally sounds I've never heard before. Anyway, did the mic pick any of that up? Did you guys hear anything?
I don't know if they did, but I certainly couldn't.
Damn
I just got to watch you react with the delay.
Damn it. I'm afraid some people might think I'm just crazy because I occasionally just stop and look up.
So the best thing is you tell me about these things, and so then I look at the stream so that I can see you reacting to that a few seconds later. So I know to look for it. And I'm like, it's about to happen. Oh.
Oh.
Huh. But, like, I can't hear it, so it's just sort of special.
Thank goodness. But anyway, if you want to help support what I do with this ridiculous amount of content creation, and it's kind of ridiculous for only one person. We've got 2 podcasts a week, at least 1 YouTube video a week, a day, not a week, every day, and the Twitch streams peppered throughout the rest of the week, then the best way to do that is to go to patreon.com/themanapool and become a lifeguard. Lifeguards get a variety of perks. You can get Manapool episodes and YouTube videos early. You can get the odds and ends, all the stuff recorded, behind-the-scenes nonsense, before and after both Monday Night Magic and the Manapool, that is uncensored and unfiltered. And you can get the sponsorship shout-out, the Mythic Lifeguard gets those shout-outs on both podcasts and on the end screen for all the YouTube channel, all the YouTube videos on the one YouTube channel, just the one channel. So, I would like to thank the Mythic Lifeguards. Here we go. Kim Ho, Andrew Hunt, Al, Lance Delicious, Timio Hellas Haryu, Connor Kennedy, John Morris, Alex Gonzalez, Jeff Spencer, Stuart Slaw, PJ McMullen, Sophia Bertain, Casey, Faye and Says, Danny Liao, Jason Doan, Cody Buckowing, Jake Jansons, Jason Kaus, Gothic Man, Brian DeLucci, Stark Maximum, John Parker. And there were bits thrown at me right there from Pinball Witch. Said, that's Jason Doan. It was! You know him by a different name. And you do know him. I forgot where I got to. Gothic Man, Brian DeLucci, Stark Maximum, John Parker, Violet Moon, Aleph Cat, Dan Holm, Bartle, Sarah Jane, and the Beast Father, Aaron Goodwine. Thank you all so very much for your support. I quite literally could not do it without you. Now, for those of you who would like to help me out, but can't really throw money at me directly, there are a variety of ways you can do this. If you have Twitch Prime, then, well, if you have Amazon Prime, then you have Twitch Prime. And every month on Twitch Prime, you get a subscription token that can be just given to a streamer every month. So you should do that, whether you give it to me or not. I'd appreciate it, but please give it to somebody, preferably someone smaller. Besides, if you sub to us on Twitch, you get the awesome Bad at This Game emote, which is the best.
I appreciate having access to that in other channels.
It is pretty great. Also, you can just spread the word, share things. If you see a video that I do that you like, or that you think is funny, or a podcast or something, you can just share it. And that helps immensely as well. Or if you're buying things on Humble, then use our affiliate link, because that helps directly. Yeah. The Humble link is down in below wherever you're reading this. It's in the show notes if you're listening to the podcast, and it's in the YouTube description if you're watching on YouTube, and it's down in the panels below if you're watching live on Twitch. Mm-hmm.
Presumably here, no matter where you are, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with that, we will be done with Monday Night Magic number 657, it turns out. 657. My bad. Yeah. So, we will be back next week, possibly with Cluze. Maybe.
If the aliens bring him back.
Maybe. So, thank you all so very much for joining us, and go play some Magic.